Hello everyone, it's Laura. So today I'm going to share an update with my This Is Pantasy project pan. This is a Pantastic Ladies collab project and it was created by Allie. So this project is all about mythological creatures. So I have quite a few things rolling out this update. I have 5 things rolling out. So the first thing rolling out was for Fairy, and that was a plant themed item. I had chose this fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Moisturizer. My goal was to finish it, and I finished it. The next thing rolling out was for a Werewolf, and that was a Celestial themed item. I chose this Wet n Wild palette called Cosmic Collision. My goal was to use it 5 times, and I used it 5 times. 4 of the times was this white eyeshadow, and then the other time was when I had used it in a Get Ready With Me. Next is Kappa, and that was a water themed item. I had chose this Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Glow Serum. My goal is to finish it, and I finished it. Next prompt was Tengu, and that was a red item. I had chose this Bath & Body Works shower gel in the Winter Candy Apple scent, and it is finished. And the last thing I finished was for Goblin, and that was something that gives you trouble. For me, it was this Yes to Coconut Micellar water because the packaging was broken. My goal is to finish it, and I finished it. So I still have 3 things continuing on. The first thing was for Centaur, and that's a duo product. And I have this Clinique Duo. Still working on the purple shade. So far in this project, I have used it a total of 89 times. And my goal is to finish it, but we'll see. Next is Hydra, and that is something that you keep panning and panning. I brought in this Milani blush. My goal is to finish it, but I really don't see that happening. So far in this project, I've used it a total of 63 times. So not a ton of use, but at least it looks like it's been used. And the last thing continuing on is for Phoenix, and that was something you had repressed, and I brought in this face powder from Your Glam. My goal is to finish it, and when I brought it in, it was technically new. It just had shattered because Sora, my cat, knocked it off my dresser, and I had to repress it, but I had actually never used it, and now I've hit pan. So yeah, don't think I'll have it done for the next update, but definitely by the end of the project for sure. Okay, so that means I can choose 5 new prompts. Okay, so let's see what I get. Cyclops, okay. Zombie. Oni. Okay, 2 more. Elf. And Troll. Okay, so Cyclops is a single shadow. Zombie is something falling apart. Oni is an Asian makeup brand. And Oni is something that I added. I've added a few because I really like this project, and also I used to live in Japan, so I thought it would be fun to add some Japanese mythological creatures. And if you don't know what an Oni is, so Oni is kind of like an ogre troll, kind of in that realm. They're not good, they're more on the bad side, and they're usually depicted like very big and bulky, red with horns. I feel like this mythological creature you could find in pop culture, like if you play the game Dead by Daylight, that one of the villains as an oni, or if you know the Japanese folktale Momotaro, there's onis in there. Okay, anyway, so for Elf, it's a product that makes you feel beautiful, and then Troll is something with ugly packaging. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about these. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so for the first prompt, Cyclops, a single eyeshadow, I'm bringing in this eyeshadow from Carez. It's in the shade White. I already have a really big dip on this. My goal is to hit pan on it, so I don't think that will be too much trouble. There's 1.8 grams. Next for Zombie, something falling apart. So I don't really have anything that's falling apart at the moment, with the exception of my Urban Decay Vice 2 palette, but that's my Pan That palette for this year. So I can't really bring that in because I don't really like to double dip things like that. So this one's a little bit of a stretch. I'm bringing in the Wet n Wild blush because I feel like Wet n Wild products are notorious for their packaging breaking. I mean, this one hasn't broken yet because this is fairly new, but I'm sure somewhere down the line it will break eventually. So I'm bringing that in for 5 uses. Next is Oni, and that's an Asian makeup brand. I'm bringing in this primer from Vizzy. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a Japanese brand. I'm pretty sure. And my goal is to finish this. Not exactly sure where it is. I mean, I have used this a few times before, but I would say it's probably about halfway, but I can't really tell when I hold it up to the light. Next is Elf, and that's something that makes you feel beautiful. And for me, that's concealer. I feel like when I don't wear makeup, or at least base makeup, people always tell me like, oh, you look tired, you look sick. But that's probably also because I wear makeup usually every single day, so it's a very rare occurrence that I don't wear makeup. But anyway, I just feel like concealer just makes me look more awake, more alive. So I'm bringing in this Wet n Wild Incognito Concealer, and my goal is to use this 5 times. And the last thing, Troll Ugly Packaging. So I don't feel like I have a lot of things that have necessarily ugly packaging because I'm very packaging driven, so when I buy things it's usually because of the packaging. So anyway, I'm bringing in this Sephora Vitamin C Ultra Glow Serum. I mean, I don't necessarily think the packaging is ugly, but I don't think it's cute. It's not pretty, so I guess that'll have to be good enough. And my goal is to finish this. So for next update, I could have a few rollouts. I think I could get my 5 uses on the concealer and the blush. And this is just a little sample, so I probably could finish that. And if I consistently work on this eyeshadow, I could probably hit pan by the next update, especially since it already has a major dip in it. Okay, that's everything. I'll see you next time. Bye!